or for hell. I'm yelling no more talking, unless it's the truth. You in that bullshit walking. When I'm in
this is a subject that I'm getting tired of talking about, but it did cross my path, and I'll get into it briefly. Hot 97 on their, I guess is their podcast with Ebro, Rosenberg, and I forget the young lady that is on the show as well, and some other people be tapping in. They had a greatest MC debate, and of course Tupac's name comes up all the time when we're talking about the greatest of all times, and as it should. We all know at this point it is hard to deny what is obvious. But I want to go into something Rosenberg said that I just find funny.
I think Pac gets overrated for his rapping ability, but I understand it because I don't think people can draw the line between who he was as a person and this influence and his raps. I've always said if he was in a room with the other greats of all time and the beat was on and the mic was getting passed around, when Tupac started rapping on a freestyle, everyone looked at each other like, this isn't up to snuff.
I'll say that he claimed that in a cipher, Pac wouldn't last with the likes of Big Pun or Eminem, whoever else he named. It might have been a Lil Wayne. I just want to point out the fact that, for one, most people's opinion comes from a very segregated point of view. Rosenberg is from the East Coast, is from New York, as am I. I've already let you guys know that plenty of times. I'm from the East Coast, so I know some of the mentality. And it's sort of like how Stephen A. Smith would just not accept the concept of somebody being greater than Jordan. Some people from the East Coast or from New York City, most notably the people that are in the media. I'm not really talking about the streets and the casual or the average rap fan or the diehard rap fan. I'm talking more so people in the media. They can just not fathom that somebody, other than somebody from their soil or somebody that they deem to be the greatest, they can't fathom somebody being greater than. Tupac, from New York City as well. Was he a traditional East Coast rapper? I think not. I think most would agree that he wasn't. His travels afforded him different styles, dialects, different ways to use terminology, and a different point of view. And so when you get into these debates, and at this point it's almost worthless getting into it, you got to understand where these people are coming from and what motivates them to say the things that they say. And I also want to say, much like the situation with Stephen A. Smith, why do their opinions trump what the world says or what people feel? Why does Stephen A. Smith about who's the GOAT matter so much to the public and or LeBron James? Why would Rosenberg says or whoever has an opinion on greatest MC and feels who's the greatest or who's not the greatest, why does their opinion trump yours? And why does it matter so much to you if you feel the way you feel? I know how I feel in both scenarios. You know what I mean? I can definitely listen to different perspectives, though. I am flexible enough to accept other opinions. And a lot of times, most people are not. They only want to hear the voice or the voices in their head. Yo, y'all, I appreciate you tapping in. I'm gone. E.D.I. Mean TV, we out.
Let's get it. Let me talk my truth. You just want the facts. I'ma talk my